Good afternoon from Seaworld Orlando. We are here today because we are invited out by Seaworld to celebrate the start of their Seven Seas Food Festival. We always enjoy a food festival at Seaworld Orlando. It is always delicious food, and I'm sure that this one will be no exception. So let's go inside. I'm very excited. I'm excited to see what the food is. Let's go find out. We're here for Seven Seas Food Festival, but also Mardi Gras is happening February 27th through March 2nd, and March 4th and March 6th through the 9th. They're also celebrating St. Patrick's Day, March 13th through 17th, and the 20th through the 23rd.
Well, yes.
As well as Cinco de Mayo, May 1st through 5th. So these are all events that are happening during the Seven Seas Food Festivals. These are not all separate events that SeaWorld is having. These are just all different things that will be happening during the Seven Seas Food Festival. I did want to mention that the Seven Seas Food Festival is starting today, January 31st, and running through May 4th. So a really long festival, lots of time for you to come out and check out the event and try some food. Just as like a little side note, it is Thursday through Sunday, so just on the weekends. Before we get started in the actual festival, we're here underneath this pavilion where they have some food set up for us to try. Here at the Caribbean, we've got pork pincho served with grilled Cuban bread. Very excited to give that a try. They also have a table up front here kind of showcasing some of the merch that they have available right now. I like these sea treats. That's fun. So this is the pork pincho. You can give this a try. There we go. Oh man, the flavor is really delicious on this. I like that a lot. Especially it tastes like barbecue pork. This is a little tiny bit chewy, but still has really good flavor. But the barbecue sauce has a little bit of a vinegar flavor to it. Nice and smoky and sweet. Over at the Italy booth, we're gonna be having the Palermo Fontina cheese meatballs with chef's house-made marinara parmesan. I don't know what it is about meatballs, but I just love them. Like I really enjoy a meatball, so I'm excited to try this. Ooh. It's so hot. That is very delicious. Oh my goodness. There's like another flavor in there. It's like a little bit tart, maybe? The cheese gives it like a nice little bite to it. Like not a bite, like a sharpness because it's Parmesan. And it's a nice blend of the different meats. It's so good. I would eat like 6 of these right now. Over at the All-American Market, we've got the veggie samosas, potatoes, peas, served with Indian red pepper hummus. So there are peas inside of here. Not a lot inside of there, but it is a good flavor. Nice and like light and crispy and like extra flaky. A little sweet, pretty great. I like that a lot. The hummus actually made it really nice. A little tiny bit of a red pepper flavor. And then the chickpeas in there. Not a huge pea flavor to it too. I don't know, it was very nice. It was a very nice flavor. Also at the All-American Market, they do have a lobster mac and cheese. This isn't my jam, but it looks so interesting. I'll ask around and see what people think of it. Over at Sweet Tips, the Southern Charm Cupcake and the Velvet Bliss Cupcake. So the Southern Charm Cupcake has vanilla cupcake with whiskey bacon crumble, Jack Daniel's honey buttercream icing. And then the Velvet Bliss Cupcake is a red velvet cupcake with red wine fudge icing. They also have a pineapple upside down rum cake. From the Indian Market, we've got the cardamom chocolate torte cake. This one's made without alcohol, so I'm gonna give this one a try. And then from over at the Cafe de Mar, we've got the guava cake, cream cheese frosting, and guava jam. This one's also made without alcohol. Here's a little bit better view of the chocolate cardamom cake and the guava cake. I'm gonna try the chocolate cardamom cake first. Let's see. It gives the chocolate such a unique flavor. It's not just like, it doesn't taste just like a traditional chocolate cake, but you do get the traditional chocolate flavors in there. But it's like chocolate cake with something extra. It really is like, I'm sure it's the cardamom, but you can't, there's not like an overt flavor of cardamom. It's like chocolate cake, just like a little bit elevated, a little bit something different in there. This is really delicious. So I cut into the guava cake and I can already smell it. Ooh. Oh man, number one, ridiculously good. But the guava itself feels like it's kind of infused into the cake. And I don't know if I've ever had a piece of cake that like tasted like cake and guava at the same time. Like usually it's a little bit overpowering, like really guava flavored. But this one's good, like light, moist, fruity, and then the icing on top, it's not like overtly sugary or overtly sweet. Both of these desserts are fantastic. I could eat these all day too. Give me the meatball and these 2 desserts. Just wanted to correct one thing. The vegan samosas are from the Indian Market, not from the All-American Market. There's just a slight little misprint that they have here. So vegan samosas were from the Indian market. They do have some mixed drinks available for people to try. This one's from the Asian market, the Lychee Bliss with vodka, lychee liqueur, and lime. This one's from the Irish market. It's called Irish Gold. This is whiskey, peach schnapps, orange, and ginger ale. And then from the Mexican market, the Hot Honey Paloma with tequila, lime, hot honey, and grapefruit. So something that is not part of the Seven Seas lanyard is Shark's Underwater Grill, but they still did want to showcase the food that they have there. So they do have a lobster crab cake with scallion vinaigrette, spiced tomato sauce, and lemon tartar sauce. A pasta fruit de mar, fresh pasta with scallops, mussels, clams, and shrimp. And then an ube cheesecake with blueberry compote, white chocolate, and coconut flakes. All right, now that we have experienced a little bit of a preview of the Seven Seas Food Festival, now we've headed into the park. Let's go experience the rest of it. Let's get some food around the park. All right, we came back towards the front of the park because we wanted to start from the beginning. And also I wanted to point out that there are some really good options for sampling lanyards. Take, for instance, the best option is if you are a pass holder, you can get the, if you are a pass holder, you can get the 18 pass lanyard for the price of the 15 pass lanyard, which is $90. Or you can opt for the 10 item package for $75. If you're getting drinks, this is the way to do it. You will save a lot of money. Before we get some of the booths, passing by Artisan Hall, and I just noticed this merch right here. I like this. It says Seize the Day, Seaworld for $30. I like it a lot. It's cool looking. Got some retro stuff going on all over the place. So I'm kind of trying to go in a little bit of order, but the first few items we've already tried, like this guava cheesecake over here, and the rest of the things are all drinks here. And the next booth is the Caribbean Market, where we already tried the pork pincho from here, but they also have a few other new items. I do only have 5 punches on this card, so I'm just gonna try to see if I can find some stuff that I really like. Let's see here, so they have a Jamaican jerk chicken leg, and the pork pincho, and then island rice and peas with yellow rice, red beans, and coconut milk. Sounds really good. But one of the next booths has something that I'm really interested in. Number 5, the All-American Market, a reimagined lobster mac and cheese cone, which we saw at the event, but the Flamin' Hot corn dog covered in Flamin' Hot Cheeto dust for $12.99. We're gonna give that one a try. Now you can see with these prices how the lanyards really come in handy. Oh man, this corn dog looks absolutely frightening. And I was trying to look inside the book to see like what the description of it was. It just says corn dog dipped in Flamin' Hot Cheetos. So, and it looks like this is ketchup here. I'm gonna taste it here. It's not. I don't know what that is. What was that? What is this flavor? Something spicy. Maybe sriracha. All right, so I am a fan of spicy stuff, but spicy stuff never really treats me right. So, let's see. Flamin' Hot Cheeto corn dog. The Cheetos aren't as flaming hot as I thought they were going to be. I will say the good news is the Cheetos do taste fresh. Like I know that there has been like, in the past we've tried things where they put some sort of dust on there like Cheeto dust or a Dorito dust and it goes stale. That's not the case here. But it is not overly spicy. There is like a little bit of a spicy aftertaste, but for the most part, imagine you're eating a corn dog, and then you had a Cheeto, then you ate a corn dog. That's kind of the vibe here. I don't often eat Cheetos, and like I like the flavor of Cheetos. It's good. So I would probably eat this again. Not as spicy as I thought it was gonna be. Has like a nice Cheeto cheese flavor to it. Corn dog is cooked well. The batter is good. The dog is good. It was great. This is a win in my book. I thought it was gonna be kind of no fun. It turned out it was great. Next is the Polynesian Market. This ahi tuna poke nachos looks pretty good. Smoked lamb ribs sound good too. I do have to say, I did say that hot Cheeto corn dog was not that spicy. Kind of spicy. I'm like having a hard time talking right now. It's like kind of getting in my throat. One thing I want to try to get before we leave is the Chicago style hot dog. Passing by the North Atlantic Market, fish and chips, a classic lobster roll, and a moose juice. What is moose juice? What do you think it is? Whiskey, lemonade, raspberry, and cranberry. That sounds really interesting. Also, it should be noted that you can use your lanyard on alcoholic beverages, so $15 per punch is a great deal. I have a roaming violinist. Number 10, the Italian market. So we did have the reimagined meatballs and they were so good, but I'm gonna try the garlic toast chicken parmesan, crispy chicken marinara, mozzarella, and Texas toast. This sounds ridiculously good. There it is. And I don't know why, I've never thought to put chicken parmesan on garlic toast, like on Texas toast. That sounds amazing. This does, however, seem like it has been sitting for a quick minute underneath the heat lamps, which, I mean, I understand this is a food festival, they are mass producing them. So let's see how it tastes. I really like the idea of garlic toast and chicken parmesan. It definitely has dried out from sitting there for a minute, but the flavors are good. And the garlic toast underneath really like gives it a nice little pop of like buttery garlicky flavor. It is a very heavy garlic flavor in there though. So be prepared. You're gonna have some stinky breath afterwards. We are passing by Shark's Underwater Grill, and like we said earlier, they do have some items for the Seven Seas Food Festival. However, you can't use your lanyard to buy them. They are specific to the Seven Seas Food Festival, but they are not included in the lanyard. So you do have to buy those a la carte. And these will be bigger portions as they are at a regular sit-down restaurant and not at one of these outside booths that offer more of a sampling size. Booth number 12 is all about drinks. It's called Sweet and Sour. But over here at 13 is the Mediterranean Market, a new mini beef gyro. I love a gyro. Lettuce, tomatoes, feta cheese, red onion, tzatziki. Oh, I'm gonna give it a try. Pretty drastic difference in the look of this from the picture to reality. There it is. This one in particular does look sad. All right, let's at least just try the meat here. Oh, that has a really good flavor to it. Kind of has like a little bit of like a lightness to it, almost like a lemon flavor. Perfectly grilled. The lamb, the meat itself is really good. I'm gonna try to like wrap up the rest of the meat in the pita and try to eat it as a gyro. I thought it would fold together, it doesn't. I mean, all together, tastes really good. It was near impossible to eat because it all just fell apart, but it was good. I would totally get it again. I know that that's a bit confusing. I said that I would get it again. I would get it again if it was able to be folded up like a regular pita. Like if they hadn't cut that pita in half and I could have just folded it up like a gyro and eaten it like that. The flavors were good, but it did fall apart and was hard to eat. There's also a stage over here that it looks like a live band will be performing on. They're not performing now, of course, but looks cool. Looks like you got some bongos and a guitar. I'd like to hear what they sound like. Passing by the Brazilian market, and this has got some returning favorites at it with the picanha steak, the guilhada, and the Brazilian cheese bread. Before we get to Infinity Falls, the Indian market is here, and we did try both new items here, and both were really good. Up next is the Asian market. And if you know anything about me, you know that I don't eat sushi, and I'm not a huge fan of noodles. So I think we're gonna skip over this one and head to the next one. This one, however, is a fan favorite. So number 17 is the Waterway Bar, which features 12 rotating draft beers, and they also have a Seaworld pretzel, which they don't have on the picture here. So it says Seaworld pretzel served with cheese. Number 19, the German market. This one also doesn't have anything new, but look at these pretzels on a stick. Foot-long pretzels on a stick. Ooh, buddy. I think the next time we come, I'm gonna be getting that. As well as the bratwurst. These both sound very good. We did pass by, I know that it went from 17 to 19 because we missed 18 because that was in the pretzel kitchen, but they just had beers. So that's what was at 18. 19 was the German one. Now we're headed to number 20. Making our way through Sesame Street. It's turning into a beautiful night. Number 20 back there is a beer booth at the beer garden. Number 21 is the Gulf Coast Market with boudin balls, Cajun shrimp and grits, and Bananas Foster's beignet. And they actually have a pretty good picture of all of those items right here. I remember the boudin balls being really good. Number 22, the Mexican Market, Taco al Pastor, chicken ancho adobo chicken. Ooh, yeah. That sounds really good. Mexican street corn dulce de leche mini cake. This taco al pastor looks really good, but it is a returning menu item, so we are only focusing on new items today. So I think our next place that we're going is the Irish Market. I'm gonna try to get that Reuben egg roll. Number 23, the Glacier Bar. A lot of like craft cocktails and frozen daiquiris and stuff. This is a fan favorite bar right here. Passing by Icebreaker, and they've got a construction wall up that says, "We've frozen over, off to break more ice. We apologize for the inconvenience." I wonder what's happening. We can see in there, trains are on the track still. I don't know what the issue might be. Could be something minor and they're waiting on parts or waiting on a service technician to come. And so they have it shut down for the moment, but they did put up a whole construction wall in front of the entrance. So I think it's gonna be down for a minute. Everything at the Irish market is new. A Reuben egg roll, I'm definitely gonna be giving that a try with corned beef, sauerkraut, and Thousand Island sauce. Guinness chicken sausage, mashed potatoes, Vidalia onions, and chicken gravy, and then strawberry poof, shortcake, berries, and whipped cream. I did get a chance to see the strawberry dessert, and then I got the egg roll. These look great. Like, both of these look fantastic. The strawberry one seems like it's gonna be very delicious. I'm excited to try this egg roll. You guys know I love some egg rolls. All right, let's try this egg roll. That's where it's at. Reuben meat on the inside. Crispy, crispy egg roll. It's so good. It's actually also very hot too, so be careful if you get this. I love it. Like, I would get 6 of these. Something else that's unique about the Seven Seas Food Festival is that they have concerts. So February 1st, they've got Boys Like Girls, and February 2nd, they've got Sarah Evans. So you can come here and see pretty big bands. A little bit more information about the Mardi Gras. They're gonna have a pop-up parade, live music, street party, and Gulf Coast flavors. And then for St. Patrick's Day, March 13th through 17th and 20th through 23rd, Streets of Green, Irish step dancers, and Tastes of Ireland. And then May 1st through 5th, Cinco de Mayo, Fiesta in the Street, DJ dance party, and Mexican flavors. Also, if you're interested in the bands that are playing, you can reserve your seating during the music concerts. You just gotta scan this QR code and upgrade your experience. And if you're interested in the other concerts that are coming, here's the QR code for you to scan and find out who's coming to Seven Seas Food Festival. And those concerts will take place here at Bayside Stadium. You can see they're setting up the stage right now. Now, follow my logic on this. They're having concerts here and Icebreaker's right there. So maybe they just closed Icebreaker during the Seven Seas Festival so that the concerts won't be interrupted. I don't know, maybe, but maybe not. It seems like they would just close it that day. Yeah, there's a better view of them setting up the stage. All right, last booth, Beats and Bites Market. Gonna get the Chicago hot dog. But this blue cheese potato twister does sound good too. So there's the blue cheese potato twister. There's the hot dog. These are the displays, so they have been sitting for a minute, so they might not be in the best shape. And then the corn dog, I'm gonna get this hot dog. I'm gonna go with the hot dog and stick to my guns. Hot dog it is. But this potato twister seems fantastic. I mean, that looks pretty good. Like a pretty decent, like a normal size hot dog. Pickles, tomato, onions, green relish, and hot peppers, sport peppers. A little bit of mustard on there. I mean, I think it'll taste just great too. Gotta admit, there's probably less mustard on here than I would have normally expected, but here we go. A little bit dry for a hot dog, but all the flavors are there. I've never been to Chicago, but I have been to Portillo's. This tastes like a hot dog, like a Chicago style hot dog. There you go. If you are looking for a Chicago style hot dog, you got it here. As the sun sets on the Seven Seas Food Festival, it's not ending. This does run until park close. So tonight it's until 9 o'clock at night. It is 6:30 at night right now. So we are headed home and it was good. Everything was pretty darn delicious. So there you have it. That was our trip out to Seaworld Orlando to experience the Seven Seas Food Festival. All the food options are pretty good. However, there were some standouts. That meatball was really good. The hot dog was really good. Actually, the corn dog was surprisingly good. Like, I was pleasantly surprised about the corn dog. The egg roll, fantastic. Really liked the egg roll. Also the pork, the first thing that we had, was really good. So if you guys are in the Orlando area, come on out to SeaWorld, try some different food items, ride some roller coasters. Pretty good time. So wanted to say thank you to SeaWorld for having us out. With that being said, we are off. We'll see y'all tomorrow. And now it's time to pay the price.